Take it away.
Hey everyone. So I'm just going to walk through a few builds of the floor's jelly. Take it from initial conception of the game to sort of what it became eventually, and talk a little bit about the different sections of the game and what I was thinking as I made it. Originally, when I made this game, I was working on something else entirely. It was a game that wasn't working at all, and I became frustrated with it, and I wanted to take just a weekend and work on anything else. So I made this little prototype where you're a square and you're jumping on water, or what looks like water. This is all there is to it. You can go to other screens and the waves carry over. But yeah, originally, so I liked this prototype, and I wanted to do more with it, and I decided to throw away the game that I was working on beforehand. Such was my frustration. Originally, I imagined this would be kind of like an ocean thing, and the game would all be along this long plane where you're walking infinitely to the right, jumping on other like islands that are sticking out of this water and are made of solid ground. Anyway. Somewhere during that early period, I had the idea that it could maybe happen in 2 dimensions, not just one, the jelly effect is. So I prototyped what would become the basic physics of the game, as it's pretty much like the engine that's in the final build. It was ready in the first 2 days. There are a few problems with this one, like when you jump on quarters, you kind of get stuck here, and it's not very good.
Did your parents have a waterbed when you were a child?
Did I what?
Did your parents have a waterbed when you were a child?
They did not. I experienced a waterbed once when I was really young, and it stuck with me forever afterwards. I guess an alternate title for the game would be Waterbed Jealousy.
Totally different game.
Yeah, so I made a bunch of levels for it, and it basically, afterwards, after I decided to make it an actual game, we moved into the period where I'm kind of working on the art and figuring out what it actually looks like. This was an early area. I should maybe take a bit and show you what the game looks like for people who don't know where we ended up. This is the final game. We'll come back to it. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I was thinking like abstract colors, like this very fluid, kind of polygonal thing in the background that is meant to kind of bring out the wobbly, non-solid nature of the jelly, but I don't know if it's actually working. It looks nice. I really like the colors. But ultimately, it's moving a little slow, and the game is more fast-paced in the background, and it's kind of distracting. I didn't want the game to be about this visual effect rather than the actual game itself. So we move on to this. So there's this weird kind of candy corn made of gum world. Early prototypes of spikes were these like extremely non-threatening, kind of gentle-looking red blocks. Like I just want to lay down on them. They look like pillows. Everything was partially lined with these the white and black outlines, which makes everything feel more solid and sort of like it's been sewn down or embroidered a bit rather than it just exists in the world. So there's kind of this artificiality to this environment. The colors are a little bright, everything is a little too happy. I wanted something more subtle than this. So we move on to what's near final. Everything there's taken out all of the gradients, it's completely flat. It looks kind of like a postcard. I personally really like this graphical style without any gradients in it, but I thought that it needed something a little more for the final game. But it's definitely working now, where earlier it wasn't as much. There's more detail on the trees, there's a background to speak of.
Ooh, wall jumping.
Yeah. So the wall jumping is just a very natural property of walls being made out of jello. brings us to the actual game itself. That you're hearing is, actually that's me, but most of the game is composed by Rich Freeland, aka Disaster Piece, who did a phenomenal job. The music is incredible, and I was so fortunate to have his work on the game. It's really, really good.
How did you get paired up with him?
I met Rich at GDC. The game was featured in the IGF Student Showcase a while, about 2 years ago. And he was walking around playing the games and played the Forest Jillian and offered to do sound for it. Sort of a random happenstance.
It's great. It really adds a lot to the game. The art is beautiful. You're the sole artist on the game?
Yeah, it's only.
I really like the leaf particle effect again.
Yeah, so that's new to this version from the last one as well. It has a lot of depth to the background. Makes it feel more spacious than it used to. It sometimes has this feeling of light air and wind, which I really enjoy in games. The wind doesn't have any actual effect on the gameplay, but I enjoy the idea that wind is there. It makes it feel like it has an atmosphere when you're breathing something.
Well, you've already got these kind of like autumnal colored trees, so it seems natural that they're
It's all in gusts of autumn and there's color everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. This super secret debug menu, which you can access in the final game, but I'm not gonna tell you how. No! Quiet, you. Yeah. So we move into night, which has these growing trees, because in a little while, it opens up to this section where things are not necessarily linear, and there's forking paths, such as here. You see one window in the middle, and there's another window all the way down here. You can choose which to go in, but it doesn't matter because they all lead to the same place anyway. It's just purely illustrated. At this point, this is the second set of levels that I made in the game, and I was sort of fumbling around looking for direction in the game, wondering what it was going to be, so I didn't have a clear idea. I had this mechanic, but nowhere to necessarily go with it, and I thought maybe this will be a place that you can explore, and there's multiple paths, and you can get lost, and there's no real direction, and you can kind of end up anywhere, which would have been neat, but it's hard to remember where you've been, which is again what these plants are there for. So for example, kind of back where I started here, you can see the parts that I've already walked along, there are plants that have grown here, so it remembers where I've been.
And is that an objective, or is it just a sort of breadcrumb mechanic so you can see where you've been?
It's purely to see where you've been, and it's nice to have things growing. It's actually a good place to talk about secret levels a little bit, because there's a lot of them in night. My philosophy with secret levels was that if there's a place that you can go to, but it's hard to get there, you should be able to go there. In this level in particular, there's a little 1 pixel line on the side of the screen. Yeah, top. And if you notice it and jump all the way along, and then jump off screen, get to the middle.
Oh, there's fall death. I didn't even realize that. Do you penalize death at all, or is it?
Penalize what?
Is there any penalty at all for death? Is it just
there's no penalty. You just
good.
There you go. Very little time in between it all. So inside each of these secret levels, which you get to explicitly disobeying where the level tells you to go. There are these houses with computers in them, and you can ask for help, and it gives you garbled nonsense.
Wow, it just turned into fjords.
Yeah, it's actually exactly like fjords. The little header up top is literally just out of fjords.
That's awesome.
And there's also, okay, I'm going to show you guys a secret.
There's a web browser?
Yes. Sort of. It's not a web browser, it's just like how many secrets you found.
Oh, okay.
It's a young universe, and the network, the World Wide Web, is in its early states.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're framing the game here. Is this like is there just kind of like a hidden narrative to all of this that you're implying out here? Have I asked too much?
There's not like a specific hidden area, but once you unlock all of these terminals, you can do this set command, which allows you to like literally change the mathematical properties of the world.
Wow, that is Fjords.
Gets you later, yeah. There's a whole set of levels that does that for you at the end of the game, but this allows you to do it yourself once you've found everything, and the secrets are very good. So speaking of fjords, there's if I can remember the. No.
Yeah.
Okay. If you enter a certain code that's found in fjords, you can. Where's Kyle? Kyle!
You're exposing the secrets of the universe.
Enter the code for me. I want to show people the secret. Can I? Wait, hold on. Can I show them? Is that okay? Is that okay with you?
All right, the code is 40.
Okay, hang on. I need to re-enter it. Shut up. Okay.
Okay, so 404440 79 VII. See the shutdown moment at the backspace? Fjords has backspace.
And this doesn't have backspace.
No, that's why I put it in Fjords.
No. Next, I.
Do you want to try again? Let's go from the beginning.
Okay, hang on.
We can do this. Okay, ready?
Yes.
4 0
0
4 4 4 0 4 0
0
7
VII.
and then 9 IX.
IX.
Did it not work?
It didn't work.
Go do it, Kyle.
Okay, well, there's a secret in the game that you guys will never know now.
No! Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Remgarten, who is going to be on the stage on Sunday talking about his amazing new game, Banana Chalice, which is a game about bananas and chalices. See, this is what you get for trying to be cool and using Roman numerals. Whoa! Alright.
I'm gonna let that play.
Thank you, Kyle.
IV and IV and
Kyle just hacked the Roman matrix. We know about from Philip K. Dick's books about it. Oh! It's a lovely Fjord song.
So if you enter the Fjords code, you get this music track that's in the Fjords style by the lovely Kyle Remgarten, but it's not actually in Fjords. Fjords is spilling over into this game. It's a
Secret Fjords track.
Yeah.
Wait, is it printing out lyrics to it?
Yes, these are the actual lyrics.
Oh my god.
Procedurally generated, no less. So that's the most beautiful thing I've ever doing. And like one person maybe, other than Kyle and myself, has seen that before now, so count yourself very lucky. Let's skip ahead. Dawn is the next section that I made. It's alright. There's these musical plants that you can jump on. I like these a lot. The sound was made by dangling a shoestring onto a banjo and then plucking it. It makes it rattly and sound like a sitar.
Can we get a little more audio from the computer? It's pretty soft. Sounds good.
There are these things that turn, which is a pretty standard platforming mechanic and not terribly exciting, but there it is. We'll get to those jumpy things soon. There's a lot of secrets in these levels as well, because the turning lends itself well to secret finding. Here we go. He's played out a semi-random musical note each time, where it doesn't repeat the last two notes that have been played, so it's this wandering, aimless melody that just keeps on going as long as you're jumping on these flowers. I really like that element to these levels, which is not very gamey. It's probably the least gamey part of it, but it's also my favorite.
Do you have a background in music at all?
Not professionally. Teaching myself, amateur myself.
I've noticed that a lot of people that come into indie games, a lot of them start out from trying to like add procedurality to music. David Lefede, who's up here with Melton, that was kind of his entryway to it. I'm always interested to hear about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some music on my own. The track for this portion actually is also my music. After this, it'll pretty much be all Richard's, which is again phenomenal. Yeah, this is a good level. The platforms emphasize verticality, and then you spin. You're thinking they're vertical still, and you can walk them horizontally. It's pretty good.
We've been asked to get more audio, so speak up a little bit, and we're going to try and bring that noise up a little bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. So yeah, this is... At this point in the game, I've made the first 3 sections, and I feel that I've sort of expended all of the ideas that I had for the game. And I decided it's not enough content still, so we're still working on it. I'm in the rain section now. And I'm designing rain, and I don't really know like what I'm doing, so there's a lot of like really various puzzles in here that don't have a central like theme tying them together. It's sort of scattered and meandering. It's okay, it's a slower section of the game. Most of them revolve around these rotating single platforms, which is an iteration of the Dawn mechanic of rotating the whole level. In this case, there's a little flower that's outside of the rain, and you have to put it into the rain to make it grow because flowers like water. And once you do, it's a nice little happy track and the window opens. There's also these flowers, which like to be played in order and not in the wrong order. The Ionic and Ascending. The game is out now on Steam and in the store.
Okay, and it's complete at this point.
It's done. It's done and over. This is the best feature in the game. This is cat flower, which is half cat, half flower. Being a cat, it naturally hates the rain. But it only lives in rainy climates, so its life is a perpetual hell. What you can do for it though is move it out of the rain, and then it gets happy and it does this little dance underneath, upside down, as cat flowers are allowed to do.
That was a great use of the international Snoopy symbol for being unhappy.
I have it in my head that these cats eat the fishes that sometimes jump out of the jelly, and it's like right there. There's one at the bottom of the screen. There you go, too. This level is more full of life than most levels are.
We can take some questions if you like.
Yeah, I can take some questions.
Any of you guys have any questions for Ian about the floor is jelly? If you haven't checked it out already, just keep an eye out for an opening on the laptops over here. Randy, was that a hand up? Anybody have any questions for Ian about the floor is jelly? Alright. Well, we're actually getting pretty close to 2 o'clock now. Anyway, I highly encourage you to check out the game on the laptops. You can also get it on Steam, is that right? Yeah. It's available on Steam. And everybody please give a warm round of applause for our guest Ian.